Hello, Miami Dolphin fans. Tomorrow, our beloved Miami Dolphins take on our division rival, the Buffalo Bills. And I'm ashamed we almost can't call it a rivalry right now because our Dolphins have not beaten the Buffalo Bills for 7 straight games, and it stinks. Can you imagine in the 70s, the Dolphins beat the Buffalo Bills the whole 1970s? So it feels like this is almost payback. It is time, Miami, to get some payback and beat the Buffalo Bills tomorrow. Do you guys agree? Give me a fins up in the comments if you think so. I agree with myself. I think tomorrow's the day. The Buffalo Bills come in a little bit banged up, so if we don't take advantage of this opportunity, playing in South Florida at this time of year against a banged up Buffalo Bills team, especially on defense, Josh Allen and the boys are coming full strength against us, so our defense is going to have to be ready. But our offense should be able to take advantage of the banged up Buffalo Bills defense. The Buffalo Bills defense is a top defense, but they are missing a lot of their guys. So hopefully that ranking is just mirrors this time. You never want injuries in the NFL to any player on any team and in your rivals. But when they do happen against your rivals, you got to take advantage of them because they sure as heck would take advantage of our injuries. You know that. So, like I said, I want to make it clear I'm not wishing injury upon anyone. But we have that advantage tomorrow, especially if Armstead and Xavier Howard are goals for the Dolphins. It's looking like they should be. We definitely have a talent advantage right now, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Like I said, their offense is still lethal, so our defense is going to have to come to play because they're no joke. And we still don't have Brian Jones back, but they don't have Davius White back, so that's a wash. I mean, that White's probably their best cornerback. Howard's our best cornerback. I mean, he had a little bit of off game last week. He's still there. He's dealing with some groin issues from what I've been reading, but it seems like he's going to be a go, and I think he's going to be ready. He's not going to let Diggs go bonkers like Diggs has been going bonkers so far this year. Hopefully, though, speaking of bonkers, Waddle Hill, like I said, welcome to Waddle Hill, where speed matters. Waddle and Hill, they should continue putting up some nice numbers and then throwing a couple of Gesicki's and a couple Wilsons and some Edmonds out backfield. And I think we got the makings of a good offense tomorrow. Do you guys agree with that? Let me know in the comments or say, you're crazy, Rob. You're crazy. What the heck are you talking about? All I know is I love my Dolphins, and I always try to think the best about our Dolphins. Yes, sometimes they have disappointed us, especially the people in my age group that remember being the off-season winners so many times. But and then come the season, we're not the in-season winners, unfortunately, when it counts. But this has a different feel. Coach McDaniel, he just to me, it just seems like players really respect him, not just like him, but they respect him, what you need from a coach. Because in most teams, when you hear a player talk about him, they go, "Yeah, coach is good. We play well for him. He gets us ready." But when you hear players talk about McDaniel, it just seems like it comes from their heart. It's genuine. I don't know if you guys heard on the Joe Rose show the other day, but Duke Riley was amazing. He talked with so much enthusiasm. And all my years of driving around listening to Joe Rose do interviews with Dolphin players, I've never seen someone meet the energy level that Duke Riley brought on Friday. These guys like to play for this coach. And a lot of people use the word genius these days all around the NFL, but they are, a lot of smoke when it comes to McDaniel about being a genius and just the way he handles matters. I just can't look. I just don't wait. I can't be looking more forward to this. Is just the game. This will give us a better barometer. Like I say, win or lose, I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm on Dolphin Island, Dolphin Galaxy, whatever you want to call it. I'm a Dolphin by birth, and I will be until I'm no longer able to speak to you guys because this is how I was raised. We can do this as a fan base tomorrow. I can't make it tomorrow. But you guys out there, get there, listen to the Big E. Yes, Big E, I'll give you a little kudos. You had a good suggestion, getting there 30 minutes early. Be ready to just cheer on that team. When they come out of the tunnel, you just cheer. You give people goosebumps. It was great in the New England game. We got loud. It was great. But I just want to send that to a whole other stratosphere. It goes to the moon, man. Martians driving around in their little spaceships will be hearing the Dolphins cheer tomorrow. That's what I want. And that's what we need. You know, players are human. They do get encouraged by that noise. So let's do it. And let's be noisy. Let me make sure. I know you guys are educated fans. You know this. It goes without saying. But be noisy when Buffalo has the ball. Especially noisy when Buffalo has the ball. Wait until we get our big plays and cheer, and then be quiet again when there's the next play going with our guys with the ball. But tomorrow, it's going to be fun. It's finally a meaningful game. It's just a game that I really feel good about going into. I'm not saying Buffalo is going to be easy. Not even saying the Dolphins are going to win, because I know recent history in this matchup has not gone our way. But this is the chance. This week is the chance. And there's going to be a kind of a bad feeling if we don't win tomorrow, or at least if we don't show we're competitive. We cannot let Buffalo beat us handily with all these guys out, coming to South Florida, and then knowing that, you know, we have to go up there later in the season when they may be full strength. This is a must to show that we are ready to compete against the big boys. And I think we are. We got a great fan base. Life is great. You guys are great. It's great being able to do this in my retirement, just to talk. It's just fun. That's all I do it for. I don't have any promo code to give you yet, because only maybe 4 people will watch this video, but it doesn't matter, because my passion will never waver. If 1 or 1,000 people see this video, my passion never wavers. It's always the same for our beloved Miami Dolphins. Let's get this done, Dolphins. Make the fan base happy. We all know it's been a long time since the Dolphins have won a playoff game. I have 2 sons. One will turn 20 in this November, and the other one's going to be 17 in February. So that means they've been on this earth all that time, and one's all the way at the University of Florida. And he's been on this earth all this time, and not in that one time have the Dolphins won a playoff game. Speaking of University of Florida, I'm wearing a Gator shirt. Yes. Since my money goes to UF, I have to kind of root for the Gators. But also a little magic for those old enough to remember. I remember Louis Oliver. He was a Gator, and then he got drafted with the 25th pick back in the day, wore number 25 for the Miami Dolphins, and he had 3 interceptions against Jim Kelly and the Buffalo Bills back in the 90s. I think it was 92. Don't hold me, just as going off memory. Somewhere in the early 90s, Dan Marino was still on the team doing his thing. But that day was all about Louis Oliver. He had 3 interceptions, including 1 for 103 yards, which is still a Miami Dolphins franchise record, 103 yards for a touchdown. Then he had 2 others, and one he was returning from the end zone. I think he just kind of ran out of gas and found someone to run over just to finally come down. That was super. That game just sticks in my memory. That's one of my favorite games that just will never go away, because I was in the middle when Buffalo was kind of always beating us, and they still made it to a lot more Super Bowls than we made it to. But for that one day, we stopped Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas, and all those other Dolphin killers. And it was an amazing day going up there and just basically beating down the Buffalo Bills, watching our Dolphins do it. Yes, probably a little more false hope it gave us, because we didn't do much again that season as far as, getting to the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, Marino only made the one in '84, we all know, and Kelly made a whole bunch, but he didn't win one either. But that's how it is. So both of these franchises are starving for that Super Bowl victory. And we just hope our Dolphins can get there one step ahead. We're a little behind in the rebuilding process, but it's looking like we're catching up quickly. So let's get them, and let's go Dolphins. Like I said a few minutes ago, life is great. You Dolphins are great. Like and subscribe. I know that's like the lingo I'm supposed to say, but it is what it is. Only a few of you are even going to see this. But those that do, you rock. I love you all. Let's go Dolphins. Keep it nice, and fins up.